Hey everyone, what's up? Alan here from alanmahony.com, and I reread just home, and on the way home it started chucking it down with rain, so I jumped in out of the way, and I got chatting to a fella who, as it turned out, happened to be a member of the gym that I train in, and the conversation eventually ended up at what how I train and how I eat and things like that, and as I was telling him, he automatically just started going, oh, I couldn't do that, I couldn't do that, I couldn't do that. And to be honest, I'm really in the mood to have a deep conversation after a long day. So, but as I walked away, I started thinking about it, well, as you do, as others do, I hope. And I was like, well, of course you can. He kept shooting it down, saying, I can't do that, I couldn't do that, I couldn't do that. Yes, you can. You absolutely can. You're just coming up with excuses not to do it. Now, I don't do anything special. I train 4 days a week. That's it. And my food is really, really straightforward. It's nothing complicated. It's the only difference is that I take the time to actually do it. It's simple. That's the difference. It's simple, but it's not easy. All right. It's difficult to stay consistent. But what got me thinking is like, what stories is this fella constantly telling himself that he can't do it, that he can't get up in the morning to cook his food, that he can't get in the evening to train the gym? Why does he keep telling him these things that he can't? Like, no matter what I would have said to him, he would have just jumped in straight away saying, I can't. Like, what really got me thinking, right? We're persistent little creatures. We really are, right? And do you know how I know this? Right, let me ask you. Can you read? I guess so. Can you write? I guess so. Can you tie your shoes? Can you dress yourself? Can you brush your teeth? I would hope so, yeah. You didn't know how to do these things when you were a child, and now you do, right? As a fully grown, functioning adult, I would hope you can, right? But you learned these things, right? The first time you tried to tie your laces, there's no way you would have done it right. So, you didn't go away and tell yourself, I couldn't do that, I can't do that, I can't do that. No, you kept fucking doing it, right? So why do you keep telling yourselves when it comes to getting, whatever your goal is, right? Let's just say fat loss, right? If you wanted to lose fat, why do you keep telling yourself that you can't? Right? I just don't get it. You're sabotaging yourself from day one. All right? You're doomed to fail. You are absolutely never going to do it until you do two things. All right? And they're really, really simple, but again, they're difficult. The first thing, you got to stop telling yourself this bullshit story that you can't do it. It's hindering you, it's crippling you, and you will never achieve. Come back to when you were a child. Did you tell yourself that you can't tie your shoelaces? No. You just kept on trying until you fucking got it, didn't you? Right? It's that simple. No, I know I'm kind of wound myself up here and I'm kind of going on a little bit of a rant, but this is actually something I'm so passionate about, because I don't consider myself talented. I don't consider myself special. So if I can do it, why can't you? Why can't anyone else? All right? It's up here. You keep telling yourself the same story, the story that you're going to fail, and the cycle continues. You try, you fail. You try, you fail. Every time. All right? So the first thing, stop telling yourself this story. Second thing, tell yourself a new story. All right? Again, it's simple, right? But it's actually difficult. Tell yourself a new story. Tell yourself that not I can lose weight, I will lose weight, or I will get to the gym. Begin even more specific. I will not lose 5 pounds within 3 weeks. So get a little bit more specific, get a little bit more definitive in what you're telling yourself. And you know what? Even if you don't believe it at the start, you will keep telling yourself, and you will start to believe it. And the more you start to believe it, the more you keep doing it. And the more you keep doing it, the more results you start getting. And here we go. Start going into another cycle, but it's a positive cycle. All right? It's that simple. It's that easy. But so many people, I do it to myself constantly as well. But I'm starting to realize it more and more in other areas of my life. Oh, I can't do this. I can't do that. And it's hold on a sec. Why can't I? And again, I'm talking even outside the gym, outside of training. There's other aspects of my life. Why not? All right? Tell yourself a different story. All right? It's that simple, but a lot of it is really, really difficult just to break that cycle, but give it a try. All right? So those are my thoughts and rants and raves for the evening. I'm off to put my feet up. Enjoy your evening. Peace.